How you doing, Jersey, and how you doing, Grand Prix auto fans around the world? In 2013, Grand Prix auto racing is coming to New Jersey for the first time. The racers will be speeding along this stretch of roadway at up to 200 miles an hour. I'm sure around the world, Grand Prix auto fans are wondering, what is this New Jersey? What is this place? New Jersey? What is this New Jersey? Well, today we're going to show you this spectacular sliver of New Jersey at a much slower pace on my 40-year-old Schwinn. Let's check it out. We start the tour down at the bottom of the hill, more or less around the area where the race itself will start. You know, organizers are comparing the views and setting here to Monte Carlo and other world-class Formula One settings. You're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, that's promoters being promoters, right? But it is for real. I mean, Monte Carlo's nice, I'm sure, but these views are like the best in the world. Around the first turn, drivers will pass by this 9/11 memorial made with steel from the World Trade Centers. Just breathtaking. Tear-jerking. Then a sharp turn uphill, beginning the ascent up the Palisades. Now, this is much tougher on a bike than a race car, so give me props. And then you pass this entrance to one of these several old spooky staircases along the Palisades. You know, there's some scary ghost stories associated with a lot of these staircases. Let's get out of here. Keep climbing, and finally to the top of the 100-foot plus vertical climb, and the view, the spectacular views come into focus. I mean, how great is this turn going to look on TV when it's a Formula One car and not a bald geek on a bicycle driving by? Now, this stinks for them, but the drivers will be in such a hurry they won't have time to stop at Carrito's restaurant at the top of the hill for the enchiladas and the killer mole sauce straight from Oaxaca.
Hopefully everything's safe and secure for the race.
You're a big race, Formula One racing fan?
I love racing. I love racing. I love driving. I love speed. I go to Velocity 17, you know, Route 17. It's like go-kart. They go at like 40 miles per hour.
With the cars flying right by below, this place is gonna be the hot ticket. The folks at Carritos are already licking their chops. This seat with the race cars coming by here?
If you were interested in the race, this would be the place to be, isn't it?
Right. That's what I'm...
Listen, this is a place for me to be no matter what's going on out there. You aren't taking this, you little devil.
I think when they have these races, your seat will probably be thousands and thousands of dollars. Just, I bet they could sell that ticket. Right? Where you're sitting right now during one of these races?
Maybe we should make a reservation right now for June 2013. And that.
Because the owners didn't even know that this race was announced. You could have made that right now.
My name is Shirley. You call me Shirley the Scalper.
From the cliffs outside the restaurant, you can look down and see construction crews already building the pits for the Grand Prix. And you can get a sense from up here as to exactly why promoters would choose this spot. Now we're up here now along Boulevard East, and this is where you talk to your local characters. They already have a lot to say about the race.
That it would be a boost to the economy. It would be a wild thing. You know, you'd have to go to places like Monaco to see something like that. And here it is in our own backyard. I think it would be pretty neat.
Counterpoint over here. What do you think, man? We got a point counterpoint.
I think it's absolutely idiotic.
The Westside Cafe sits right at this corner where drivers will have to make this sharp right turn, but the owner, Frankie, isn't worried. Why? He's Turkish. And Turkish people, he told me, don't worry about hurricanes, earthquakes, and race cars flying through their windows.
We don't afraid those kind of stuff. Kind of brave, I guess.
Here's my only chance to get some Grand Prix type speed. Past the sewage treatment plant. Can't wait to see how they cover that up for the TV cameras. And now on the home stretch, past these gated communities that stand as a monument to New Jersey's great tradition of bad urban planning. And shh, looks like it's family nap time on the park benches here. Won't be doing too much of that during the Grand Prix. And finally, back to the start and finish line, appropriately at the place where thousands of commuters start and finish their workday, the New York Waterways Ferry Terminal. Drivers will pass the finish line somewhere right around here. So that's it, the sights and sounds of New Jersey's soon-to-be Grand Prix Raceway at the slowest pace you'll ever see it driven. Take it easy, Jersey.